dimensional realms of who we are become unified with our current human personality. To feel the culmination of your hundreds of thousands of stories and how to name it. Quantum reality, the beginning, the middle, and the end are included. That somehow that you can miss out on a moment in time. That's such an old paradigm belief system. Welcome friends, welcome to the channel. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for joining in. If you're just new, I'm Ananda Shakti, and today we're going to be looking at the guidance and the frequency for this solstice, the 21st of June, from the Angelic realm. The Angelic realm is a frequency, a very high overview. So they help us see the karmic patterns that as a human being we get identified with as reality. They help us see it as something that is actually completely changeable, just an experience, something that we can easily move through. Yet it does require a massive shift in our perspective of reality, which is what we're going through as we come out of this Kali Yuga time, this time of density, and into the higher frequency or less dense frequency time. Nothing is better or worse, it's simply different. So as we move into New Earth, then we start to be able to loosen our identification with the personality, the limited personality, and we begin to open our personality to include our higher personality, all of the higher dimensional realms of who we are become unified with our current human personality, which then allows our current human personality to release the fear, the old survival conditioning fears that it's holding on to, which then allows it to blossom into its great and absolutely radiant potential. Being human is actually one of the greatest cosmic gifts that you can have. It is the awakening, but we don't know quite how to be it yet. We're learning how to actually truly be human. And we're learning how to be human through this great awakening that we're going through. So this solstice energy, I woke up this morning and I was doing my morning meditation and my receiving from the guides I do every morning. I receive on behalf of the collective, and I do a prayer for the collective and for my own evolution, whatever that may be, that morning. And the angelic realm came right in with the transmission, so I took it down as a written word to present to you later in the day. So it won't be a live transmission, it'll be a written word because they brought it so clearly in right then and there. So I wanted to receive exactly what was being said right then and there, rather than to try to connect with them later and see if I could recreate it in some way. I will speak more about it afterwards, but I just want to start off with this idea. They showed an apex. It is so incredible. And at the tip of the apex, in a few simple words, all of the stories that we have carried over thousands of lifetimes, and those stories, the limitation of those stories, not the wisdom, but the limitation of those stories being dissolved into this great light that is happening in solstice. And they speak very beautifully about time and how it's not linear. And so yes, there's a great opening right now, and there are many, many people on the planet that are opening in this way through all of their own modalities, and this is a supportive energy. Yet, not to worry, no, like what is that called? FOMO or something? Fear of missing out. I can't remember. I don't know the exact term, but don't have any of it. Whatever that word is, you can't miss out. Not if you really understand time and reality. It is there for you when you are ready for it. But yet, this is an incredible time. This 21st is an incredible time for the celebration of the soul. Beautiful time. So here we go, I hope. It's called an apex of love. You are reaching a height, a new peak of one-pointed union with self. So one-pointed union with self, meaning that we're no longer confused about who we are and what we are. And here they mean self with the small s and the big S. And what does that actually mean? So one-pointed union with self and the small s means that just to actually know yourself without all of the conditioning doubts that we have about, is it approved of over here? Are we good enough for that? Do we feel, bad about ourselves? Do we feel good about ourselves? Just this, the pure self-acceptance and self with the capital S, our capacity to embrace our divine nature and to feel one with this incredible cosmic reality. And I forgot to point this out. Oh my God. I'm coming to you today from the island of Crete in Greece, which has been a dream of mine to be here for about 30 years, and I finally made it, and it's so incredible. And I'm sitting today underneath an absolutely exquisite olive tree. And Crete is just absolutely filled with olive trees, and olive trees have the most incredible healing properties. People even heal themselves from cancer simply through the olive oil. I'm going to see if I can give you a look at her. Here's her trunk. And there's a bit of being able to see. Well, she goes way, way up there. She's a really big one, like a mother tree. So beautiful. So, this incredible oneness with this incredible experience of life, what we can see and what we can't even see, like the imperceptible nature of it. We are it. We are it. Yet, it is our perception and our conditioning that tells us something else. So we are moving out of that habit of misperceiving who we are. So we are reaching a peak, a new height, one of one-pointed union with self. It is a radiant and wonderful experience that is heightened on this solstice. So this solstice is allowing us to take that which has seemed so immensely grand, colossal, and overwhelming for the personality for thousands of lifetimes, and bring it to this one apex point. So this one just point at the top of the apex. Everything, all of the stories for thousands of lifetimes, and just vision them all turning into like one simple few words: loss, betrayal, whatever it may be. You can feel it. You know what your stories are. You know what the theme is, the feeling underneath of abandonment, what it might be for you, and putting it into just a couple of words and holding it at this apex. So bringing the thousands of years of stories to this one apex single point, and watch it dissolve in the light of truth. So the truth is that we are none of the stories. We are none of the stories. We are the cosmic reality. We are one with everything. So in some ways, we're all of the stories. But if you're all of the stories, you don't get limited by them. It's only if you're preferential. I'm this one and I'm not that one. That creates a further state of separation. And then it creates that debilitation of separation, that loss of knowing of oneself. This is a moment, a rare and wondrous opening. And on this solstice, it is a heightened experience because many will be reaching to this place. So many people around the planet will be, in their own way, their own understanding, be reaching to this place of dissolving thousands of years of stories with the light. Discovering this place in their own ways, and therefore the collective synergy of souls communing on this level will be offering excuse me, great support to the awakening. The invitation, beloved children of the light, is to discover how this apex feels. The invitation, beloved children of the light, is to discover how to feel this apex, how to see it, how to name it. So how to take your thousands of years of stories and just kind of, don't worry, just grab the thing that comes to you first. What is the theme? Is it abandonment? Is it loss? Is it anger? Is it betrayal? What is it? And in a few simple words, See the light of truth dissolving its illusion. You just have to see it. Don't start thinking about it and think, oh, like that's not possible. Allow yourself to engage with what might seem impossible and see, because clearly so much more is possible than we think is actually possible. Like so much more we don't even have words for it. So just take a chance. Just see it at the apex and see the light dissolving it and see the light taking away its illusion. Light is the light of truth that dissolves the illusion, right? It dissolves those hundreds, thousands, 100,000 years of stories that are part of the time of density where we were not remembering our true nature. So we identified with our stories rather than just experience them. So we see the light of truth dissolving the illusion. This moment of solstice is a rare and wondrous opening. And it's a heightened experience because many people will be reaching to this place and in their own ways, discovering this place, and therefore the collective synergy of souls communing on this level will offer great support to the awakening. So many people all over the planet in their own ways will be having these insights. It's an awakening that's taking place to people who are looking for the awakening. And they're going to be focusing on it. So this time you'll feel support in the frequency of many people focusing on that. And of course, when we have many people focusing on the same thing, it is really, really helpful. If it's something that it's helpful to manifest it. It doesn't matter what it is. It'll manifest something negative. It'll manifest something positive. In this case, it's something supremely positive, meaning expansive in its nature. The invitation, beloved children of the light, is to discover how to feel this apex. So just to start to vision it and feel that top point. How to feel the culmination of your hundreds of thousands of stories and how to name it. So take some time with yourself. Just don't stress. Definitely it was not a message of feeling like you have to get it right. It's more like reflect right now on what has kind of been the theme of my life. If I really think of like what is the one piece that I find the most uncomfortable, or what do I think happens all the time that I don't really want to happen, that I don't like. What has been the nature of the kind of trauma that I've experienced in my life? Reflect that way, because in all of those experiences, where do I feel like held back? Like what do I feel like I can't do? In all of those experiences, we have the underpinning story. We can start to feel what the underpinning story is. So take a little time for self-reflection. And again, don't worry about it. Just whatever comes up, let it come up. When something goes ping, yeah, that's a big one. Maybe it's not the only one, but it's a big one. That's good enough. That's more than good enough. That's great. Then just take a few words. Give it a name. Say you had a lot of abandonment as a child. Give it a name, the abandoned child. And then at the top of your apex, you see the words, the abandoned child. And you see the light of truth from the solstice shining into the top of the apex and dissolving that illusion. When it dissolves the illusion, you'll probably see something different about it than what you saw. So for instance, if we just take the theme of the abandoned child, you'll see the abandoned wound start to completely dissolve. You may feel like just an uplifted feeling of love in yourself. And then as a natural extension, you'll feel like, wow, okay, yes, I went through all of these human experiences with other human beings that were going through their own journey of ignorance to knowledge. Yet the truth is, the source reality has always been with me. I've never been abandoned. So it will give you insight. So that's the technique. Bring it up there. Name it. Don't worry about it. Just take the one that feels attractive to you and then see it dissolving in the truth of light. Okay? So in this light of truth, in this truth of light, we're dissolving the illusion of the story, that somehow that has to be our identity, that we as a being have to be limited by our experiences. We're not limited by them. We are educated by them. It's very different, very different. And education, we don't want our education to include, okay, don't do this then, don't ever do that, don't trust this, don't trust that. Instead, it's a much greater picture of understanding, the dance of humanity and the play of karma. The reality that souls come together at different times to explore different aspects of consciousness. And none of it is meant to be limiting. It's always meant to take us to the next stage of liberation and the next stage of love and compassion and awakening. So for instance, again, if we work with the abandoned child, when we liberate the belief in being abandoned, the pain, when we liberate the pain of the belief of being abandoned, we see that the child archetype within us starts to radiate out as like this sublime experience of innocence and beauty and love. We start to allow all those aspects of the child to radiate from us. And we have the most incredible sensitivity for an actual being who's in the child form, but also for the child self in every human being. When we're in the fear-based version of it, we can feel very cut off to the child in child form and in other beings, or we can feel overly sympathetic to the way where it's actually, it creates a depletion of energy for both sides rather than a real support system. So that's just one example of the way that some of these archetypes work through. So please understand that this is the embarking. This solstice is a wonderful time, it's a rare time, but yet it's the embarking on this platform of awakening. And in the embarking, in quantum reality, the beginning, the middle, and the end are included. So it means step into it like you're beginning something, but if you can finish it right then and there, no problem. Don't feel limited by anything. It includes beginning, middle, and end. But also, it can just be the beginning of the process, and that's wonderful, more than wonderful. Don't fall into the old paradigm of misunderstanding time. That somehow that you can miss out on a moment in time. That's such an old paradigm belief system, because all moments in time exist in all time. You cannot miss an opportunity or a moment in time. That is absolutely from the old paradigm, and we need to just end it now. It creates nothing but pain, fear, suffering, and a lack of self-worth. This experience of solstice that they are offering us is not a challenge that we need to meet for some kind of self-improvement. It's an opening, an invitation to a deeper love, an invitation to a celebration, a party that is available to you whenever you are ready for it. Creation is always on your side. So there's no need to enter this party from that fear of missing out patterning that's become so popular. You don't need to miss it. And it's interesting that we've got a name for that now, because really it's so strongly part of our old conditioning that now we have a name for it, because everybody experiences it. But now we need to know that there's no missing out. So you don't need to enter the party because of a fear of missing out. Enter it with the permission and the desire for a deep and unique experience of self-evolution. A deep and unique experience of self-evolution with the permission, I give myself permission, with the desire, I desire to be there. I want to show up for this party. I'm excited about it, and I just want to see what's there for me. No pressure. I'm going to see what it is. We bring you all love and all blessings, beloved children of the light. And And for me, I can't hear this, beloved children of the light, enough. Because honestly, if we can remember that's truly what we are, there's no more issues. We've reclaimed our authentic birthright. We're no longer in the old paradigm, time-encapsulated idea of karma. We're moving into a new reality, something different. Karma means action, so there'll always be action, but it's different. It's no longer a wheel of suffering. It's a wheel of awakening and emancipation. It's a wheel of deepening our enthusiasm for life. It's such a beautiful wheel. So I hope this supports you in your solstice journey. So just take a little time, reflect on what the themes are for you in your life, make it into a little phrase like the abandoned child, see it at your apex, see the light of truth dissolving its illusion, the illusion being that it is your identity rather than an experience, and then start to see what that brings to you as insight, as reality, as a new experience of yourself, and welcome it all. There is a Kriya technique that I'd like to share with you. I'm going to share a simplified version of it because just the way that I'm organized here right now, standing up will be a little bit complicated. So we'll use just the hands. And we can do this practice before you go into the apex, and then after you come out of it, it will really, really support the flow. So we're working with an ancient mantra that's I am love, I am loved. And so with the I am love, we're going to hold the hands in front of the heart in this sacred heart gesture. And this awakens the cosmic heart, the heart that is connected to the heart in all of reality. And then we sweep the arms up to the sides. We bring them overhead. I'm just going to sink down a little bit so you can see me, but you don't need to sink down. The palms turn up. We look up. We look to the hands and we say, I am loved. I am love. 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 I am loved. And you can do this as many times as you wish. And when you feel complete, then bring the hands in front of the heart for a moment. Feel that frequency connecting to the primordial heart in all reality. Feel the breath in the nostrils creating another apex, uniting at your eyebrow center. Pause your breath for a moment. Take a deep breath in and pause it at that eyebrow center. Repeat internally, I am love, I am loved, I am love, I am loved, I am love, I am loved, and then let the breath go. Feel your whole being, feel the solstice, feel the party that you've been invited to. Give thanks to your hosts, however you wish to organize it, your feeling of being there, and let yourself celebrate the party. So much love to you. Thank you so much for joining in. I will leave the link below if you wish to look into what the core soul story is for you in your journey of life. I'd be happy to receive on your behalf from the angelic realm. You can also receive for any other personal questions that you may have at any time. So the information is there on my website, and there are lots of trainings and other experiences to be part of. So much love, so much I am love to you. Happy solstice.